Good morning. It is September 14th, and we are back in the Green Mountains. It is rather overcast today, kind of cloudy, and autumn is definitely here. The colors aren't quite changing yet, but it's definitely not a hot day either, so it's probably low 50s right now. Our plan for the day, we're going to do some bushwhacking into an area I call the Middle Bog and check for sign there, and the rest of the day will be dictated by what we find or what we don't. So that's going to be the plan. We are making our approach towards Middle Bog and already running into some navigational fun because of... One day I'm actually going to scroll this thing right. Because of this. It looks like a stream, but the problem is on the other side of the stream, it's all wet and loose in that too, so what kind of track is that? Bambi from the look. So I'm going to try to get into these trees over here and see about that. I was hoping to do a flyover too, and it's also the wind is getting up a bit. So I'm not, those are killdeers, that's what those are. So, if I can find, that looks like I can cross there, and then if I can get over there, if I can cross this and get over there, through on the other side of that, there is another meadow, and the Middle Bog is probably 300 yards beyond that. This actually looks, thanks to these lovely pebbles, like I can do this. Because being that it's becoming fall, worst case scenario, I can always explore this too. But that wasn't really the plan. Not too cold for frogs. There's a frog. Morning, froggy. Okay, so I'm looking for the path of least resistance, which is maybe this. Emphasis on maybe. It looks okay. Said this many times before about being able to know where you plant your feet, because with uneven terrain, that's not always fun. So I can go through this stuff or that stuff, both of which will basically take me in the same direction. So, trouble is it worth stomping through all the brush and minimizing my tree crossing, or is the swamp factor going to be that? Because I'm not really keen on walking through all this shrubbery. But I'm starting to take a liking towards the trees. This stuff is pretty tall, and I'd rather have some degree of visibility, so we're going to try the trees. And you can laugh at my attempts to navigate this. But yeah, I'm still hoping for a flyover, but the wind is kicking up more than I really want, so that's going to need some gauging. Looks like we're climbing up into this thing here. Other than that, it looks reasonably open in here, provided I can keep this in mind. I don't have to go all the way around and through things too much, which beaver sign, not that. Sorry, that right there. So we're kind of heading that way. The degree of difficulty of which is deer poo. That's hopefully a good sign of a game trail. And now, what's the least? You know what? Sometimes it's just easier if you get up on the high ground and minimize your undergrowth. And if all this crap is trying to trip me, so I'm going to walk over this way and hopefully the undergrowth isn't too crazy in here. This I hate these. They are just a pain in the butt to go through, but we're going. This is exactly what I don't want. It is forcing me this way and I want to go that way. And I'm getting irritated. Because I don't like this stuff because you can't see where you're putting your feet. And I know I harp on that. But I'm the one out here doing it. Eat these damn things. There's just no easy way to walk through this crap without tripping over shit. But this is better, sort of. So great, more of this to get over to that. All right. You just have something down stick that's like a pain because you can't see it and you have to navigate like all these little pokey things and not stab your boys. Move. I hate that stuff, I really, really do. When I come back out, I think I'm just going to go through the damn meadow over here. It's just easier. This is just a pain in the butt. But now we're on a game trail of some sort. Let's see. You can't see the water, but you can hear it. And if you want to see the view, there's that. But there's really no good way over there. I guess we're going to go this way and see what happens. Back up to this crap. So the question becomes, where do we call the line on this? And decide there's another way in, which there actually kind of is. And I'm starting to think I'm going to do that. I think I am, actually. Because I know I can get in there from the other way. So this is the part of segment 1 where I declare plan B, because what I'm not making obvious, but what I'm walking around is I think there's a bear in here, and I don't want to come right up on him. The signs of digging were probably a bear, and I am going to operate on a caution basis here and head back just to avoid that situation. So this stuff here is something digging for something, and I may have seen some tracks before that were bearish. So I am going to, we're going to try plan B. The trouble with the middle bog is its name kind of suggests the fun of getting to it, as it is in the middle. But that being the case, we can, I hate this stuff so very much, I really do. There's just no easy leaping way through this lovely crud to get back up to where you can see, where you can actually see your feet. This, I really, that's also not, son of a bitch. I'm trying very hard not to get F-bomby, but it's getting annoying in here. And I really don't. The other thing is I don't want to walk all the way through that crap all the way out to the middle bog, because that's probably what I'm looking at. So what we're going to do is make our way back through this and kind of this sucks. My eyes were bigger than my boots are. I'm gonna head down there and we're gonna kind of go back the way we came and then refocus on plan B. Because this is just enough of a pain to walk through that going over a mile on this stuff is just going to bog me down, and better uses of my time. This is an application of work smarter, not harder, in a sense. And this is proving to be a huge pain in the butt, and I am Not quite where I expected to be, but we're going to wing it and hopefully not find that unforeseen stream in the course of this. I need to go over this way. The other thing about the bear, he probably walks through this shit, and this stuff is taller than him, and this right here is something's bed. So possibly a good time to look for hair samples, but I'm not seeing. The other reason, it could be Bambi, but the one thing I'm not seeing is moose hair. So shit, this stuff is deep. This is kind of what I didn't want to do, but I can see the finish line over there. And as thick as this stuff is, the messed up thing is that's actually easier to walk through than the undergrowth is. So rather than risk unexpected bearage, I am going to recross the stream over here, sort of fall back and punt, and we'll see where that leads us. So yeah, I think son of a bitch, I gotta kind of work over here and do an angle. Not quite where I came in, but I'm going to end the segment here. I'm going over that way, and we'll catch up in a bit. So the wind's kicking up nicely. That might keep me from droning, as opposed to droning on. Just a quick update, because something amused the hell out of me yesterday. There was a Facebook group, and I'll be nice to not mention their name, but they were looking at an obvious pareidolia picture yesterday. And there were some people in the thread that actually wanted to, like, desperately believe it was actually something. But when you look at it, the funny thing is, it was like a deliberately photoshopped blurry picture of freaking Grumpy Cat, which I thought was pretty funny. And somebody else caught on to that too, but there were those out there that just wanted to believe, or I hope they were joking, because that's just straight up embarrassing. All right, we're going to get moving again. I just thought you might find that funny. Long story short, I don't feel like slogging through a bunch of thick undergrowth for what's probably going to be over a mile or two. And there's signs of a bear in there, and I kind of not really wanting to come right up on him in the dense undergrowth. That's kind of a safety issue. So we're going to try this from a different angle of approach. Same bog. We're going to come in from the other side, and maybe we can just go down. I think it's a couple 100 feet from the other angle. Probably should have done that in the first place, but just thought I'd share that, and we're going to keep moving. The wind is really kind of kicking up to be undronely, if that's a word. Okay, we're going to wrap. Maybe I'll get something after. I don't think I'm alone at the moment. Not going to waste the battery if I'm not getting anything, but round two. More of this crap, but might not be as far as I thought. I could be wrong, and if it is, then we'll deal. But because it looks like it's right down here, if that's what that opening is. So we can kind of clear some of this. It's not as far as I thought. So let's see what we got. That's not far at all. Provided the woods don't kill me on the way there. But and I make horsey noises. All right. So the other thing about the drone here is it big enough to warrant the effort? I know it's long, and I really hate these goddamn bushes because they're thick in the bottom and they try to trip you, and walking through them is not easy because I'm working my quads a lot more than it looks getting to that over here. I'm just trying to find a non-shrubbery infested way there. But evil bushes. So again, if the wind isn't crazy, one could get over this thing, but I don't mind the thought of getting up close and seeing it here either, though. So okay. And true to form, it's all that lovely waterbed-like mossy shit, and it is long and skinny. And if I walk out on this, what am I walking? This is like not even solid ground completely. But it goes from there all the way over there. And the stuff that it's consisting of is this mossy, allegedly solid ground, which is very alleged. But we're here, so let's have a look. Yep. And the water's right. One day I'm going to do that right. That's where the fun begins. And it goes for a ways over there. So, here's the thing. The flat spot for a drone launch does not exist, so what we're going to do is take the photography route and stand on this one mound of allegedly uneven but otherwise solid ground and take some pictures. So we're going to take a slight break here, then we'll make our way back up and figure out something else. We'll have a look at the southern bog. If I can again do this without massive resistance from this crap. I'm gonna kind of compensate through vicarious photography because it's starting to rain. I don't know if that's gonna totally kibosh drone ability. But you'll notice the southern bog is a bleep load bigger than the middle bog. This thing is like easily 2 or 3 football fields long when we navigate all this nonsense and get over to this nice, fairly open area where I can actually get a good look at it. But it also helped me assess how much it's raining. But big old beaver punchy stick. Some kind of poo. Ow. Looks like it's spritzing out more really than anything else, but yeah, here you go. This is southern bog, and again I'm gonna take a segment break while I try to get at least a couple of photos of this thing. It is fairly big, but before we do, good. We're packing heat on the way out. I think there's something in here with us. Again, just to cover bases. It's just thick enough in here to allow for something like that. But maybe not, we'll see. My concern with the drone, I'm deliberately talking so whatever the hell's in here knows I'm here too, to avoid any face-to-face surprises. One, The wind is again picking up and it's raining now. I can probably take the spritzing, but if it did something monumentally stupid with the wind grabbing it, you can see how thick this stuff is. Trying to find a down drone in here would be not the most fun I have all day. But to say the least, that would honestly really suck. But not that I'm losing any video, I don't like leaving without having my expensive toys with me. And that would irk me. And when you ask what's in here with you in the undergrowth, could be a porcupine. Not that I'm being silent in any way, sort of deliberately, but porcupine, Bambi. The obvious piece of caution is bear. And the other factoid, the things we come in here looking for. I have had one pop up in the undergrowth and take off. Not here, but a little bit east of here. I think I've touched on that in bits and pieces. But the ground right here is, you can see the trail, but there's a lot of, so the reason I don't like this undergrowth is it creates a lot of background noise, and something in here with you can avoid your notice.